Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the Euro USD price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. We are taking a fast overview for the Euro on the weekly for an all-time history to see where are we and where are we heading for the future. As you can see, we have a wave A, a B, and a C, three wave to the upside formation, of course, of a wave A, or in this case as well a wave a W, we can say as well X and a Y, very probability as well, high probability as well, because of the wave X, which it looks like a very complex structure, of course, as we can see here. So in this case scenario, you are looking at both case scenario for a wave C or for a wave Y, which recommend, of course, higher prices. Now, what is the difference? The difference between the wave Y, of course, is that you would like it to reach as this wave Y with different structure, probably a zigzag, or probably a flat, or probably even as a triangle. However, higher possibility here is, of course, still for a zigzag for a little bit higher prices. Another difference between the wave C and the wave Y is, of course, the targets. Now, if you target a wave C in a regular flat, you would like to reach, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level for a wave C in 5 impulsive waves or 5 contracting diagonal waves as an ending diagonal. Your 1-to-1 or 1.05 fib levels are your perfect fib levels for a wave C in a irregular flat. As you can see, taken from the A to the B and giving us, of course, the wave C at $1.7 exactly for the euro, which is a very nice psychological number. Now, we have started to see, of course, the formation of a 1, 2, 3, and a 5. Of course, this is a wave 1 impulsive, a B, and a C for a wave 2, probably hitting perfectly the fib levels for a wave 2 between, of course, the 0.618 and the 0.786. Well, it is not yet, and probably one more leg toward the downside. We're gonna see this, of course, much clearer in the daily for much more insights. Now, of course, for a wave Y, what is your target between, of course, wave Y and the wave C? Again, your wave Y, this is a difference, of course. Your wave Y is having a wider range, of course, for targets. It can be higher, it can be lower, but the most common are lower than 1-to-1 fib level, meaning it can still be end as a zigzag somewhere inside this range here between the 1.65 and the 1.38 dollar for the euro, of course. So basically, the wave C should be higher at 1.7, while of course the wave Y can be a range, of course, lower than this. Of course, uncommon target is as well for the wave C is a 0.618, where you would like to see, of course, an ending a diagonal as a wave C, but this will turn it into a truncated regular flat, meaning a running flat and then moving toward the downside. However, very low possibility so far until we find some weakness at this area. Currently, we are looking for higher, of course, for the euro. If we move to the daily to see much more insights. So as you can see in the euro, after this combination of scenarios between ABC and WXY, we have here, of course, a much closer view for what it might happen for the euro. And in this case scenario, of course, you are looking at your wave 1 actually here. I don't know why it has been dragged. Yeah, so you are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished already toward the upside. And yeah, an A, B, and a C toward the downside. Your wave C is an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You would like to finish in between those fib level, as mentioned before, of course, in a 5 wave impulsive, finishing a wave C and finishing with it a wave 2. Very nice. So if we take also targets for a wave 5, you can see the confluence of a wave 5 for this impulse taken from your wave 1 to the wave 3, giving us a 1-to-1 fib level at 0.97, which is, of course, yeah, I doubt it a little bit. I mean, it's still, of course, very low, but I think even the uncommon target 0.618 is a very possible scenario for an impulse to be finished at the 0.99 or even exactly $1 for the euro is a perfect target for a wave 2, I would say. So we're gonna watch and see. I'm expecting, of course, higher prices, of course, from these regions. And I'm looking still, of course, for a little bit lower because we still have a wave 5 to be finished. Now we see a little bit higher prices, and that because due of the gap, yeah, that we got, of course, during the weekend, we need to close this gap and, of course, continue the trend toward the downside. So as you can see, this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So for your wave 5 after your wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, yeah, we're getting very close anyway for our invalidation for a wave 1, by the way, which is yeah, not really impulsive towards, yeah, I mean the prices for the euro is rising very high. But that might turn something, yeah, might turn this into a different scenario, which is a leading ending diagonal. Sorry, ending diagonal. So yeah, this is a probable scenario right now. We can have this might be because it has turned probably now into A, B, and a C because your price action interfered with your wave 1 as an impulse. Your wave 4 is not allowed. This is a rule. And of course, we have to consider a ending diagonal here. So in this ending diagonal, we would like to see, of course, the waves are contracting towards the downside like this. So after this wave 2, whatever, it will bottom here somewhere. We probably gonna see something like this. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Finishing, of course, this wave 5 toward the downside as a ending diagonal, as an ending diagonal. Here we go. So these are our insight for the euro probably. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.